crypto threat emerges? Or wait a minute, is this all about store of value? We're also going to talk about Coinbase CEO saying, yo, CZ being out of the way is a good thing. It'll increase trust in the market. And when you increase trust, what everyone? That increases money flowing into it. We're also going to talk about Justin Sun's probably up next on the old chopping block. XRP price action. Ooh, happy Monday, everyone. Starting it off with the viewer because, yes, you are most important. That's where you come first. Dwayne Diesel says, I don't want to connect with Stellar. I want them to get their shit together and move this shitcoin so I can make some money. They should be ashamed of themselves for stealing people's money through dilution and doing nothing as a company to market this BS. This is all about Stellar launching Stellar Social. If you have not seen that video, I will have it linked at the end. Very, very interesting. And did I say happy Monday at the beginning of the video? What the hell, everyone? It's Tuesday. God, Klaus. Jay Locker says, I respect your honesty, no fluff. Crypto Hulk had me convinced, turned out to be FOS, full of shit, for those of you that don't understand. Die had me convinced, turned out to be full of shit. You're the only one I'm looking at to the BS me next. I don't think you will. BlackRock is in XRP, not worth it anymore. Will be manipulated, next move. Again, we talk about confidence in the market, and if you have a whole bunch of BS articles, a whole bunch of BS content creators out there, they're actually making the market worse because they're pushing people away because of the unrealistic expectations. Now, good news today. Yes, today is Tuesday. Why the hell did Klaus say Monday in the intro? Oh my gosh, I wonder if anyone caught that. But today, check it out. Bitcoin making another move. Bitcoin's in at 37,440, 2035, XRP. Highlight a show. We're going to talk some XRP action. Store of value play. And I'm telling you, I'm going to share with you an article where someone talks about something being a threat to the cryptos. I'm thinking it's not a threat. I'm thinking it's an indicator of things to come. XRP sitting at 60.9. XLM, where fans are getting pissed, sitting at 11.7. With XDC doing nothing right now, 4.9. Crypto should turn the page after the Binance saga, says Brian Armstrong. He's the CEO of Coinbase, by the way. Brian Armstrong recently stated that regulatory clarity is critical to attracting significant investment, particularly from institutional groups to the cryptocurrency. This gentleman could not be more correct. We need to increase trust. We need to increase clarity. Then you will get institutional bags in. Otherwise, everything you're seeing right now is soft moves. Here is what Brian Armstrong said. The enforcement action against Binance, that's allowing us to kind of turn the page on that and hopefully close that chapter of history. Brian also said, there are many crypto companies that are helping to build the crypto economy and change our financial system globally, but many of them are still small startups. I think that the regulatory clarity is going to bring in more investment, especially from institutions. I totally agree. Seriously, institutions are staying far away because it's all about risk versus reward. And it's not like a shot at crypto. It's just saying that crypto is so new, we don't have the regs, we don't have the protection, that when big bags, right, when big institutions like, yo, we got $500 million to invest somewhere, they're going to put it somewhere where they're going to be the safest and highest yield. And that right now just isn't crypto. There's no protections, all the manipulation. But what he's saying is, look, CZ out of the way, that's one of the biggest market manipulators out of there, gone. And the new CEO is like, yo, we're going to run this as a corporate structure. So no more like one person just running things all crazy. We're going to have a board action. I like that. Why Cathie Wood is dumping Coinbase shares for Robinhood. Oh, okay. So Cathie, one of the leaders out there, one of the industry experts, has been playing these pumps and dumps left and right. Why? Because Cathie, like myself and like a lot of you watching, are like, yo, none of these moves are holding. So let's make some money now until the moves happen. Why? Because we got some time until the moves happen. Cathie Wood sold Coinbase shares for the third time this year, offloading another $5.3 million to scoop up $1.2 million in Robinhood instead. She is playing the different providers out there. Now, what that's telling you, okay, and this, look at this as an indicator. Coinbase, crypto, right? That is crypto. Robinhood, a lot more in the equity side, right? Securities, stocks, and stuff like that. Options. Look at that difference, okay? So she's pivoting from a crypto main to now stocks and securities main. That's something we got to pay attention to. This is the third time one of her funds has done this so far this year. After selling $103 million worth in July at 65,376 shares. With ARK, you got to look at Weighting's history before you begin your interpretation. ARK has to sell many shares to keep its 9% weighting, and that's to keep its proportions, which makes great sense. She's also taking profits and reinvesting those profits in things she thinks is going to carry it in the next phase. Why? Because she's not in hodl mode, everyone. All right. Justin Sun. Yeah, Justin Sun is next. Come on. I've already gotten a few comments about how Justin Sun is a good person. And oh my God, when I called CZ a scumbag, everyone was ripping on me. Even though we found out that CZ was doing a whole bunch of shady, nasty stuff. Even though the rest of the industry is out there like going, yo, this is a good thing. We got the biggest scumbag out of the way. Justin Sun defends Tron Network against terror financing allegations. Now, let me just give you a little bit of advice. If the United States comes at you and starts accusing you of stuff, if big news publications come out and start accusing you of stuff, you might want to fight back with facts. Just throwing it out there. His Excellency reacts. Yeah, you have to call him His Excellency. Come on now. Justin Sun made a veiled response to the accusations of terror financing. He reminded everyone of Tron's decentralized ethos and the fact that it wasn't controlled by a centralized entity. We are committed to combating terrorist financing by integrating various analyst projects and partners. Our top priority remains maintaining decentralization. So what he's saying is, you know, guys, you really can't go after me because I'm decentralized. Then wouldn't that just mean that the governments then are going to go after decentralized things then next? Come on now, dude, why are you doing this? Like, seriously, you're going to hide behind decentralization and say, well, since this isn't a centralized entity, there's really nothing. They're going to be like, all right, girlfriend, we're going to shut this down. Yeah, seriously. While Sun tried to alleviate the FUD, the native token TRX took an immediate beating. The 10th largest crypto market cap fell by almost 5%. Trading volume jumped more than 60%, suggesting that users were liquidating their holdings. Guys, people don't believe Justin Sun. He has been one of the worst ones, co-mingling funds, shuffling funds back and forth. Okay, you know how like the whole crypto market was like melting down and volume sucked and everyone was leaving? He was one of the only people out there. Him and CZ were like the only two people going, yo, we're growing so fast. Yeah, dude, because you made yourself available to like criminals, terrorist groups, and all sorts of shady stuff, dude. No, bad. That's why the market is happy about this. That's why Coinbase is like, yo, we're kind of happy about CZ going away. Let's keep on learning, everyone. All right, store of value play. Now, there's this thing, it's called remember the author, okay? And remember the author basically means whatever you're reading, listening, or watching, think if the author has something to gain by convincing you of that right element that you're reading, watching, or listening to, okay? The reason I bring it up is because of this, all right? Because of Dwayne Diesel's not Dwayne Diesel's comments. Because of Jay Locker's comments about Crypto Hulk had him convinced, turned out to be full shit. Die had him convinced, turned out to be full shit. A lot of these people are so deep in these bags where they're trying whatever they can to manipulate the news to make themselves rich. I bring you the news whether it's good or bad, all right? I am doing the hard line in the sand saying, you know what? I'm a news agency. I am not an influencer. Plain and simple, all right? What is my gain on here? My gain is views. My gain is trust. Kind of like the crypto market. You gain more trust, more people will believe you. More people will believe you, more people will support you. They won't be, right, calling you out as a BS fudster. Exactly. So now, you know I'm a big gold person. Gold and silver person, technically. Big auction last night. I did really, really good. But Peter Schiff is like a huge gold bug, okay? So think of this author, right? Think of Peter Schiff as the author of this concept. Schiff is saying, guess what, everyone? Gold is about to rip, roar. And when it rip, roars, it's going to steal thunder from Bitcoin as a store of value play. But I think Schiff is too much of a gold bug. I think Schiff isn't looking at things correctly. And I'm going to show you some stuff here. Economist Peter Schiff made a noteworthy prediction, suggesting that a surge in gold prices could pose challenges for Bitcoin and other store of value plays. Schiff, a supporter of gold and critic of Bitcoin, shared this perspective on social media. So obviously, right, if he's anti-Bitcoin and pro-gold, and gold now is starting to make a run up, look at this, gold at 2028, you know, some guy's happy here, yeah. But the gold store of value play is something that the older generations, the traditional finance people, the TradeFi people, the traditionalists, have embraced as a store of value. The younger generations have moved to digital assets as a store of value. So even though myself, me, like cost, like this person right here on the screen, right? Like I'm a total like gold and silver bug, right? I though know that gold and silver has some competition, and that competition is the digital asset marketplace. The digital asset marketplace is a store of value play. It's early right now, but I totally see the allure of it. If I wanted, and just pretend with me here, if I wanted to have $1 million stored in gold, that'd be a cool little pile. I'd have it in the safety deposit box at the bank. Awesome. I'd be paying some fees for that safety deposit box. I would also be paying some fees probably on some insurance action, okay? Now, what if I had $1 million in XRP or BTC and I had it in a hard wallet? Do I have to pay monthly insurance for that? No. Is my product insured? No. That's the scary thing, okay? But I could transport it very easy. A little fob, I could take it with me and hang out. If I wanted to transport that $1 million of gold, I'm going to need an escort. I'm going to need to schedule things. There's a lot of planning that goes involved with that. So there are some definite benefits to digital store of value. But I understand what Schiff is talking about, where Schiff is like, yo, if you got $1 million gold, I can actually give you $1 million of gold. Crypto, it's still not backed by anything. Schiff's concern about Bitcoin stemmed from comparing it to gold, emphasizing their commonality as serving as a store of value during inflation and market uncertainty, which he refers to as Gold 2.0. Although both gold and Bitcoin can serve as store of values, the speculative nature of Bitcoin and other cryptos becomes more pronounced as it raises concerns about its resilience in the face of real financial crisis. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When we talk about resilience, I want you to talk about XRP staying power as a top 10 crypto. I want you to hear about XRP staying power, even though you have a whole bunch of people out there fudding the crap out of it, lying the crap out of it, yet it is still retaining its top 10 power. What about Bitcoin, right? Because Schiff is specifically ripping on Bitcoin here. Well, Bitcoin's simple enough. It's been around. Bitcoin is gaining more and more strength as a legitimate store of value, not just in your traditional financialist, or I'm sorry, not just in your new age financialist, kind of like with what we're dealing with now with our new age thoughts, but with your traditional financialists as well. You are seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum on the books of legitimate companies as a store of value. You are starting to see families right now merge some of their value, right? Some of their asset groups into that store of value of digital assets. So Schiff, I get it. I'm a gold and silver bug too. I love precious metals and assets. I freaking love them. But I understand that the store of value play that Bitcoin has and other crypto assets have. Is it early in the crypto markets? Yes, it is. As a store of value play, yes, it is. But you have to pay attention to what you can do with those digital assets versus what you could do with the physical assets. And I want you to seriously think about it. If you stored, and this happens to people all the time, they have to store tons and tons of money. Where are you going to store it? How are you going to store it? How are you going to transport it? How are you going to move it? There are families out there that carry large generational wealth. They have this problem all the time. They think of where's the best place to store their value. Gold, silver, crypto, real estate, cash. By the way, look at the gold prices shooting up, looking juicy. But let's be honest here. Gold needs to hold what, everyone? $2,000 for any of us to pay much attention. XRP price, look at this pattern right here at the bottom of the screen. You see that? That's all 60-cent support, everyone. And that puts a smile on this guy's face on this Tuesday morning. Yes, I don't know why the hell I said Monday. I watched a little bit of Monday Night Football yesterday with the Bears, so I don't know why the hell I thought it was Monday morning. Anyways, XRP, look at that. Thrice held 60-cent support. We zoom out a little bit, and that's what we're talking about. We're like, okay, wait a minute. We're building more time at this 60-cent mark. A lot more people are starting to accumulate in this zone, which is furthering our strength. We have gold right now that is starting to rip roar. Meanwhile, as gold is rip roaring, and look at this. Let's switch this out, and let's switch this out to the 5 minute because I'm going to show you something really cool. Meanwhile, as gold is rip roaring right here, let me just open that up just so you can see it. Check it out. XRP is also moving to the upside. So again, with store of value, you've got some people out there, especially traditional financial analysts, that are going to be like, yo, when gold roars, digital assets are going to go. But no, because the store of value play is something that a lot of traditional finance people are not looking at. They're just getting stuck in their ways. And remember the author. Those people have tons of their assets in gold and silver, so of course they want gold and silver to roar. They're ignoring the potential of XRP. The potential of XRP has to do with its staying power, and we're seeing that develop more and more and more. Now, for a true store of value play, you would love to see XRP keep the momentum that we've had of this last year. You would like to see this extended out over several more years. Now, I know. Some of you out there want the God candlestick. You want the Taurus candlestick repeated over and over and over. That's not good. Because seriously, you have to be able to catch it. And we saw people couldn't catch Taurus. You couldn't even trade it, right? The volume was so crazy. And the servers couldn't handle, right, the in and the outs with the users that you missed out. There were so many people that commented, dude, we could not sell. We couldn't do anything. Right? So what's more sustainable and what's a better play of store of value is the stepping stone approach, right? Just keep stepping. Keep stepping. Stair stepping is another way to call it. And we can see that happening. We just need this play to extend. And remember, this is all coming from someone who's what? Big into gold. That's right. So even this gold bug here is saying, you know what? Seriously, there are some definite benefits to digital assets. And I think when you start seeing more and more traditional finance experts start seeing the staying power of some of these digital assets, sorry, I'm putting away my auction findings here. But when they start seeing what you can do with these digital assets, the staying power of these digital assets, you're going to see the market move even stronger, I believe, towards the crypto side on store of value. Now, the plays for store of value, well, that's going to be honestly up to people's appetite for the potential upside. Now, I know, traditionally speaking, store of value shouldn't have that downside risk to it. But financial world changes, doesn't it? And there's risks with everything. The crypto market right now doesn't have that longitudinal view to have that store of value look, right? We can't look at crypto from 30,000 feet and see what things have looked like for like the last 20, 30 years. We don't have the data yet, right? Like we do with gold, like we do with, housing and all that kind of stuff. But just imagine 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. I'm not saying that that's when the move happens. I'm just telling you, when you zoom out 10, 20 years down the road and you go, you know what? XRP, we're still here top 5. You know what? Bitcoin still leading the pack, store of value. More and more companies using it as a store of value. Do then we start having the conversation of gold becoming worth less and less because more people migrate to digital? Or are you going to see the market split up more into some people holding onto physical store of values while other people holding onto digitized versions of store of value? Interesting times, and this is really exciting, and that's why I love this stuff. That's why I said, remember the author. I'm big on gold, but I'm not going to sit here and just pump up the crap out of gold and tell you that, oh my God, throw all your money into it. Nah, gold is really expensive right now. I'm going to back off on gold just a little bit unless I get juicy deals. But in fact, what I'm still doing is I'm trying to keep my purchases at 70% of spot, what it is right now. All right, I have a target in my mind what I'm going for. And that kind of brings me up to what you're thinking about with XRP and targets. See, for me, with the gold store of value play, it's easy for me to do the numbers because gold just isn't as volatile, and I've got a lot of data to work with, but with XRP, you don't. So there is still some downside risk. I don't want to say some, but there's quite a bit of downside risk. But like what Brian Armstrong has been saying, what other industry leaders out there are saying is, yo, we turn the page with CZ, maybe Justin Sun is next, and we're going to make this crypto place have more trust, which is going to bring in institutional money. When it brings in institutional money, you got store of value, everyone. That's how you make things worth a ton. Housing is a store of value. And if you bought tons of real estate like 20 years ago and you played it and you held it and you packed those bags, you are sitting juicy right now, aren't you? Heck, if you bought real estate 5 years ago, juicy. So I'm excited. Now, earlier shared with you a comment about the Stellar Social Club. Even if you're not a Stellar fan, can you do me a favor? Can you check out that video, right, about Stellar Social Club? They're trying a new way to connect to people, and some people are liking it and some people are really pissed about it. But I want to hear from you. Watch that video. Let me know. Today, though, easy run. Only going to run about 2 hours, and I'm going to chill out. Got a lift later. maybe an auction. I don't know. You cool cats, though, have a great rest of your day.